This is your year. This is the year where your business is going to reach new heights. This is the year where you're finally going to reach your goals. This is the year where your business is going to blow up. I can feel it in my bones. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some actionable steps to help your business reach new heights before the end of the year. I'm also going to be telling you about how you could win a $25,000 grant. Yes. You heard correctly. This video is sponsored by Honeybook. More on them in just a moment. All right, so there are a few things that I want you to do in order to truly supercharge your business this year, but I'm going to start with the one that I know you're all waiting for, right? You probably heard that intro and thought, okay, girl, tell me how I could win a $25,000 grant, right? Because that's exactly what I would be saying too. So let's just kick off with that. I'm so excited to tell you all about Honeybook's Breakthrough Grant. You know, I mentioned that Honeybook were the sponsors of today's video. Well, this is why. They recruited me to help spread the message about this incredible opportunity to win a $25,000 grant courtesy of Honeybook. So let me break this down for you. Honeybook are investing over $500,000 over the next year to fund 2 rounds of their grant program in which you could win $25,000 worth of investment. Now, this $25K can be put towards tools, training, and resources. And in this round, it will be awarded to up to 10 up-and-coming business owners, which could be you listening to this video right now. So let's cover the important stuff. Who is eligible to actually apply for this grant? Well, the Breakthrough Grant is for independent marketing and creative professionals who have obstacles to overcome, goals to reach, and growth in their future. So if you consider yourself to be an independent business who serves clients, so for example, consultants, designers, copywriters, SEO experts, social media managers, brand photographers, content creators, to name a few. If you also have a business name, a clear value or service offering, so you're really clear about what you actually provide for your clients, and a digital presence such as a website or a social media page, you'll be eligible to apply for this grant. It's important that you also consider yourself to be an expert in your craft, even if you know you've got some way to go before you can reach the goals that you've set for yourself. And very importantly, this grant is currently available to those who are located in the US and Canada, excluding Quebec. It's also worth noting that this grant is available to those who aren't already customers of Honeybook. Now, if you're fortunate enough to be one of the 10 business owners who win this grant, you will be awarded $25,000, which will go towards a 3-year Honeybook premium membership, system setup support from a Honeybook Pro, cash to invest in your workspace, training, or anything that you think will have a decent impact on your business. And you'll be able to join your fellow winners in a private community space dedicated to connection and sharing resources. So if you're eligible and you are ready to apply for this grant, click the link in my description to get started with your application. Good luck. All right, so we've already covered how some of you might be able to win a $25,000 grant to help you level up your business this year. Let's move on to some other things that you're going to want to do if you really want to reach new heights before the end of the year. This next thing that you're going to want to do is start to create content which actually works. I'm taking a bit of an assumption here, and I am assuming that you, the business owner watching this video, use social media to promote your business. If you don't, then this is going to be one of the first things that you start to do. Social media at the moment is free. Note that I said at the moment. Who knows whether it's going to be free in the future. At the moment, it's a free marketing channel which allows you to reach billions of people. The thing is though, not all of us are using social media in a way which is actually going to allow us to get the results that we really want. So what I want to focus on for this part of the video is how you should be using social media as a business owner to actually help you reach your goals this year. So I want to double down on what's actually working, not just what you think might be working, because things are changing, my love. Things are changing. Something that's actually working on social media this year, specifically for business owners, is founder stories or office behind the scenes content. This has become a massive content trend recently, and it basically involves you showing more behind the scenes content. So if you're a business owner who has a team and you work in an office, then it's about bringing your audience behind the scenes of what goes on in your office. Here's a great example of a content series which an Australian media company called Shameless do, where they basically do a parody of The Office and they take their audience behind the scenes so they can see what goes on in the Shameless media office. Now, on the flip side, if you don't have an office and a team full of people, because let's face it, most of us don't, what you want to be doing is focusing on founder content. That's basically when you share more content about you, the founder of your business, and you bring people behind the scenes of your journey. A brand that's doing this really well at the moment is called Kai Collective. Their founder has just launched a YouTube channel where she brings you behind the scenes of how she sources fabrics, of how she furthers her career as a founder. Super great content. I will link to it below. But those are just some examples of this growing trend of really bringing your audience behind the scenes and seeing what's going on beyond the service or the product that you offer. Second thing that's working really well for businesses on social media at at the moment are businesses and brands who have a really strong tone of voice. So tone of voice, or TOV, is quite literally the way in which you communicate with people. So my tone of voice for my own personal brand is supposed to be quite informal, quite friendly. I like to design my content so that it feels like a mate is talking to you rather than like a professor or something. I don't like to feel too corporate or too formal, right? So that's my tone of voice. What a lot of brands do, and this is a huge mistake, is they don't think about what their tone of voice is going to be. They just think, I'm just going to speak to my audience. I'm not going to spend time crafting how that comes across. This is a missed opportunity, especially in this day and age, because the brands that are thriving online are the ones that have a memorable tone of voice. Perfect example, Ryanair. Have you guys ever seen Ryanair's social media content? If you're not from the UK or from Europe and you've never flown Ryanair, good for you. I'm so happy for you. Ryanair is a budget airline, which let's not get into Ryanair and what it represents, because let's face it, I still fly with them, don't I? Because I love a good deal. Ryanair is a budget airline and their tone of voice on social media literally is insane. They basically troll everyone. Someone will upload a piece of content where they talk about their Ryanair flight and Ryanair will respond saying, no one cares. They will literally respond in the comment section saying, no one cares, Claire. Stop sharing your content, no one cares. I love it. And it's made their content infamous. They could have approached social media from the same lens that a lot of brands do, where they're like, we're just going to speak like a normal person. No one would remember them and no one would be talking about them. But they didn't do that, did they? They incorporated a strong tone of voice. So think about what yours is going to be. Are you going to be tongue-in-cheek like Ryanair? Or are you going to be friendly and informal? Or are you going to be sarcastic? Like, pick a tone of voice and really drive it home. The third thing you're going to want to do is to have a multi-channel presence. Now, so many caveats, so many warning signs need to come along with this piece of advice, because to be honest, having multiple social media channels is hard. Having multiple social media channels which are doing well is even harder. Realistically though, in this day and age, if you are running a business, you probably want to be on more than one social media channel. Not only does it give you a greater chance of you actually reaching a lot of people and hitting that algorithm, but it also works as a bit of protection. Obviously, we all know that TikTok at the moment of filming is at risk of being banned at some point in the US, and that can have a huge impact on your business, even if you're not based in the US. Watch this video if you don't believe me, right? So in order for us to prepare ourselves from a huge drop in engagement, from us being shadow banned, from us losing access to our account, from the social media site that we use predominantly being shut down, in order for us to protect ourselves, one of the things we want to do is make sure that we have a presence on other social media channels. And if you're worried about how you're going to manage all those things, I want you to start off by thinking about your repurposing strategy. So that basically involves you taking the richest piece of content that you currently create and you finding ways for you to repurpose that across multiple channels. With the use of AI, that is a lot easier to do than ever before. And I actually have a whole video where I take you behind the scenes and I turn one piece of content into 10 in under 30 minutes. So if you don't believe me, watch that video next. All right, so the next thing you're going to do, which is going to really help you reach your goals this year, is you're going to stop playing small. Have you guys ever heard of the 10x rule? You might have seen this book around, right? It's basically this idea that you should 10 times your effort into every single thing that you do in order to reach higher goals. It's based around this principle that a lot of us are capping our potential by setting realistic goals. And actually what we should do is 10 times our goals and then do 10 times the amount of work and 10 times the amount of action to try and meet those goals. Let me give you an overview of some of the things that this book tells you to do. I still recommend reading the book, obviously, but if you can't be bothered, this should give you a good starting point, right? So the first thing you want to do is write down an action plan. So think about the goals that you've set for your business before the end of the year, revisit them. I now want you to times those by 10, which probably sounds ridiculous. So if you've told yourself you're going to make £10,000 in sales before the end of the year, you are now going to tell yourself that you're going to make £100,000 in sales before the end of the year. To accompany that, I want you to list the actions that you feel that you would need to take in order to reach that bigger goal. So not your initial goal, your bigger goal, right? So these actions should be big, they should be great, they should be exciting, they should be nerve-wracking. These are big actions because you're trying to reach a big goal. What you then need to do is some form of daily commitment. So you have to commit yourself to doing a certain amount of actions every single day in order for you to reach that big 10x goal. The third and final thing you need to do is to track your progress. So this involves regularly monitoring how you're progressing towards your goals and also not being afraid to make adjustments if you feel like you're not on track. There's no point committing yourself to an action plan and then realizing that the action plan isn't getting you where you need to be and then just continuing to do that thing. Take a step back, make some changes, make some adjustments so that you can actually reach your big 10x goal. I remember when I made the decision to 10x my goals and it genuinely changed the trajectory of my business. So let's leave it at that. I'll put a link to the book below in case you want to read it yourself. And let's move on to the next thing that you're going to want to do in order to supercharge your business this year. The next thing that you are going to want to do is to start to utilize AI. Now, I know, look, as I say this, I feel like like, I'm going to have one of two reactions. You're either going to be like rolling your eyes because, oh my God, everyone talks about AI, or you're going to have this visceral reaction where you think, no, I don't want to engage with AI. That's not for me. Either way, I want you just to stick with me here, because the reason why I've included this in today's video is because I have worked with so many brands and creators who have not been utilizing AI. And those are the brands and creators who are at risk of being left behind. Because that's the thing with new technology, right? It can be scary and it can feel like it's going to replace us, when in reality, as long as we learn to use it to enhance our work output, it won't replace us. It'll just make our business better and a lot easier to run. I'm going to give you a real life example of how much easier AI can make your life as a creator or as a business owner. In the previous point where I was talking about the 10x rule, I realized as I was prepping for that section that whilst I've read the book, I don't actually remember every single thing that the book said, right? I knew that the book told you to do 3 core actions, but I couldn't remember what those actions were. So I just used AI, I used ChatGPT on this occasion, and I just entered in the prompt, summarize the 10x rule. And it just summarized the entire book for me. Is it a replacement for reading the book? Probably not. But did it allow me to prep for this video super quickly? Yes, it did. And that is how I want you to think about AI. Think about ways in which you can use various AI programs to enhance the way that you run your business. Now, I've already mentioned this video previously, but if you want a real life example of how you can use AI to do things like create multiple pieces of content in a short period of time, I'm going to link to this video again where I break down how you can use AI to turn one YouTube video into 10 pieces of content in 30 minutes or less. I think it's a really good starting point for everyone. I'm also going to link to some resources below where you can dive a little bit deeper into AI tools. Okay, those are the core things that I want you to focus on as a business owner to really supercharge your business this year. Do not forget to check out Honeybook's Breakthrough Grant. Remember that you could be in with a chance of winning a $25,000 grant. I will share a link for further information below. If you feel like hanging around, I recommend watching this video. It's all about how you can create a social media strategy with ease. I'm pretty sure I teach you how to do it in like 10 minutes or less, which is a record, especially for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, I can't wait to see you in the next one.